Okay, I've just pulled up to 19 Schooner Avenue. It is a property that we had some issues with guests last night, and they left, and Airbnb canceled and gave them a full refund, stating that there was health hazards in the property. I actually came to the property last night because the guest was complaining about houseflies. Common houseflies, as that is mentioned in our listing, that you might have critters, ants, because we are a barrier island, as you can see. That's the ocean right there. And the bay is literally right back there. You can see the boats. So yeah, flies and common critters are very common when you're this close to the water, especially in the summertime. The guest also stated that the air conditioner was dangerous because it had mold in it. I was here yesterday to fix the broken arm, or the arm that was not into the window for the guest yesterday, and explained to them that it was not mold, that it looks like it was condensation that got dust on it, so it's a little dirty, and that I could have one of my cleaning members from my cleaning team come today and clean it off for them. They also wanted a refund, and yesterday threatened me and said if they don't get money back or a discount on the stay, that they would leave a bad review. With that, when I left the house yesterday, I called Airbnb directly to make sure that that was, put on an account. So there actually is a file of me calling yesterday after I left the property, after this guest threatened to leave a bad review if we didn't give her a discount on the stay. She was totally disrespectful, irate, and over dramatic. But I'm going to walk through the property here to show you that there's nothing wrong and there's no health hazards in the property, because that is totally ridiculous. Okay, so this is the property, living room. Couch area. Here's the fly swatter that I actually left the guests. I brought this from my own house trying to rectify the situation. I guess the picture that the guest had was a picture of, in here, of a bug. It's possible bugs can get into houses, but as we open this and there's no bugs in here. It's not like there's an infestation. It also rained last night, and bugs, and especially water bugs and oriental cockroaches, they tend to come up the drains when it rains, because this is a city and all of the sewers are city sewer lines. So when it does rain, it is very common for water bugs and roaches to come out of the drains. That's why they saw one roach. That's why I guarantee you, as we walk through this house, you're not going to see a bunch of roaches. Here's the kitchen area. As you can see, there's no bugs crawling all over the place. Let me turn the light on here. You can see there's no bugs crawling around. Where's my light switch? Oh, it's outside. There we go. Yeah, you can see there's no bugs crawling around. There's no bugs in here. There's no bugs. Right? If there was bugs, we'd have like roaches running around here, right? But there's not. We don't see any. Here's our kitchen. Here's the cabinets. Do we see bugs in here? No, we don't see any bugs. Refrigerator, bug free. Floors, bug free. Now I'll even go down here where there's always where roaches hang out the most, right? Where there's water, and like I said, they come out on the drains. So I don't see any bunch of bugs laying down here. Don't. Yeah, we live ant and roach spray because it's a house. You might get the occasional critter, as stated in the listing. But you can see there's no bugs and ants No roaches. No hundreds of thousands of flies flying around the house, as this guest claimed. Now, actually, to prove my point upstairs with the AC unit, I'm not even going to take cleaner. We're going to take a paper towel. I'm going to take some water to show you. I can guarantee it. But again, here we go. Does this look unhealthy? Is this an uninhabitable, unhealthy place? I'm at a loss here. Staircases. Let's go into the bathroom. We'll check all the rooms. Here's the bathroom. Not seeing anything over here. Nothing in here. Let's check again. Is there going to be roaches under here? Because it's where the water is. I don't see any roaches. You know, a guest shows one random bug and a few flies is not to say it's uninhabitable or a health hazard. And here's the house. Here's the bedroom. Clean. Bed's made. Presented nice. Here's the other bedroom. Again, clean. Not even nothing on the floor. I don't see hundreds of bugs here. I don't see tons of flies all over the house. Actually, I haven't seen one fly. Have you? To be fair, I did kill a few yesterday, but they're common house flies. Here's the bathroom. Does this look like a health hazard? Does anything in here look like a health hazard? Let's go again and look under the sink. No bugs. No bugs. We would have bugs crawling all over here if there was a health hazard of bugs. There's no bugs. This guest is petty, rude, and really not a nice person. Actually, she states that she's not a nice person in the video that I came last night. Okay, again, here's this room. I'm not seeing any flies on the windows. I'm not hearing any flies. I'm not seeing any bugs. So I'm just at a loss of the real reasons why they left. It was because this lady was unhappy, she was nasty, and she wanted us to give her money back. And she threatened that with a review. And then I guess she took it upon herself to call Airbnb and lie and make up some kind of story. And here's the upstairs unit that she said is, again, totally uninhabitable. She can't use it up here. I'm confused of why she couldn't use up here. Totally clean. There's no bugs flying around up here. There's no bugs flying around up here. There's no roaches. I don't see any issue here. Now here's the air conditioning unit that she is claiming has major mold issues. Where? So in essence, is she speaking of, you know, this stuff here? So let's just see. Gone. Let's see. See this right here? Gone. Watch, I'm gonna clean this whole thing real quick. And And I told her we could send my cleaner over because this isn't mold, it's dirt and dust that gets into the AC units because it's blowing cold air, it's moisture. So I can easily clean all this off, right? With a wet piece of towel that I just put in the sink. Now, if I had two hands, I could pop this whole thing off and clean it, which I would have had my cleaner come over here and do that. But the guest decided to leave. Now, I think by Airbnb policy, at best she would be due for a 30% refund for last night's stay. Yeah, I'm just, taking into consideration I'm doing this with one hand, holding the phone with the other. And I'm not popping this completely out, but I could with two hands, and I could easily have my cleaner come here and clean this. But already, look how much cleaner that is. And I could get back there too. Like I said, if I pop this out, we can. Let's see if I can pop it out real quick without grabbing tools. I might need my tools to pop it out, but this is a cleanable in here. This can be cleaned out. There's no reason for the guest to leave because of a health hazard. That's totally untrue. Yeah, I would need a tool because if you see in here, I'd have to put a little screwdriver in there to pop this off. But this could be clean, and I would have had my staff clean it. Look at how much cleaner it looks, just cleaning that off. Same thing with this side, This isn't mold, this is dust. Dust and dirt and dander. Yeah, it needs to be cleaned. So you can clean it off. And I would have had my staff come here today to clean it off. There was no reason for that guest to leave. And already it looks cleaner. And this is me in 2 seconds. A few minutes. This is not covered in mold. This is not a breathing hazard. This is totally untrue. I don't know. Did she say it doesn't work too? I don't even know what she said or what she doesn't, because she definitely was making up stories. But here's the AC. It does work as well. So yeah, here is the house that this guest claims is unlivable and a health hazard. Come on, Airbnb. Not to mention, this room actually does get AC, because here's the vent. Here's the AC vent. So she actually doesn't even need to use that if she didn't want to. That's an extra perk of up here. But there's AC right here. I could do one better, and I could go get my gun and show you the temp that's shooting out of there to actually prove that she doesn't have to actually use that AC window if she didn't want to use it, that the AC still runs up there. And actually I'm going to show that because I want to give all the proof I possibly can to help out on this situation. Sorry for the long video, but I do know that we do have to prove these things. As you can see, I'm ready to fix anything for my guests at any time. So this is a temp gun here. So we'll shoot the temperature. So like, let's say outside right now, We're about 75 out here. Let's go to a AC vent. See, here's an AC vent, and we're getting about 50 degrees coming out of the AC vent, showing that the AC works down here, right? And now let's go see what the AC is pushing out of this bedroom up here. Because like I said, the AC works up here. So I'm getting about 57, 56 degrees coming out of this vent. So in essence, they didn't have to use this if they didn't feel comfortable using it. I could have had a cleaner come and clean it. It's not covered with mold. It is not a health hazard. The house is not dirty. There's no flies. I mean, I've spent 16 minutes in here with you now this morning. Do you see a bunch of bugs crawling everywhere? Please, Airbnb, don't let guests like this take advantage of hosts like myself who really, really try really hard to give people nice places to stay, clean places to stay. But certain guests just take full advantage. So I asked you to review this video. I asked you to look at the messages that this lady had sent, how ridiculous her demands are. Oh, let's actually go and look in the backyard too. Sorry, because I know she mentioned that as well. So here's the backyard. Well, it's not really much of a backyard. It's more of like a driveway. Here's the garbage can. There's garbage in a garbage can. I can't control garbage in a garbage can. Yesterday, the other garbage can was a little gross, so I didn't move it yesterday to move it away from the house. But I mean, here's the house, the back of the house. This is just a really unfortunate situation, and again, you can see there's no bugs. There's no issue here. The house is clean. There's no health issue. The AC works. Thank you. Please write this situation, and I want the full payout for this guest.